Hello, my name is Dominic Underhallhouse and welcome to another episode of Chaos Gate Demon Hunters. In the last episode we had a nice little chat with Grandmaster Kai. He came back, we used our requisition to get as many upgrades as we possibly could and realised that that's what we want to save for in the future as well, so we're definitely going to be doing that looking forwards. You can see here that if we look at the armoury, we've got 41 days until he's next due. We already have 4 requisition and we are definitely looking at going for all of these as high up as we can do. It's interesting that these tier ranks are just going to get higher and higher, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how high we can get these to go and just keep on bringing in all the good loot. So we want to get up to 10. We've got 4 at the moment, so we're not too far off of doing that. And in the last one we decided not to take on too many different things. We only picked up 1 bit of war gear, and let's put it on our Voldred Storm Interceptor Man. So what we did is we picked up some falchions, and they were, I believe, let's see, there we are, the Prosecutor. So that one had crit and crit damage, whereas this one, afflicted target suffers 2 damage per turn. And let's see what we've got here on the abilities. So this one I remember, yeah, so this guy can teleport, which is interesting. Strike an adjacent target to deal 4 damage at 105% crit, which is amazing. And then saying Overwatch, and here we go. When critically wounded it will return, so that's an interesting one. So doesn't quite have any of the really big abilities, but maybe falchions could be something that would be worth putting onto him. And I think that's probably what we do. I think they seem to be just sort of a high enough tier that it's worth doing. Now, also when we looked at the sort of the research side of things, we're trying to go through a few cheaper, quicker ones. So this has only got 6 days left, which helps reduce corruption. We've got a couple of seeds now, so we're not too far away from doing some of these. Bloom Suppressant, Enhanced Attunement, so that's something we're going to be looking at next. We could also consider going for some of these, but as it stands at the moment I actually really like what we've got. I have to develop a deeper understanding of the plague before we can research more stratagems, which is pretty interesting. So, ship status as well, we should be fairly close to 9 days for our warp drive to be finished, and then we need to just sort of decide what route we're going to through there. So we've obviously got prognosticars, which can help us on certain planets. We've got barracks, which I don't think we really need at the moment. Apothecarian is, again, not too worried about it right now. So I actually think at that point we're going to probably look at going for the plasma reactor and then trying to go for the Libris Malleus and get even more research speed, get that sort of extra boost of input going as well. So really looking forward to just sort of trying to ramp these things up a little bit. But for now we're going to head straight over to our next location. So if you're enjoying these videos, please do hit the like, comment, subscribe, join us on Patreon in the description. Anything you can do, I really appreciate it, especially subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. I'm trying to push to make this a good bit of sort of time investment, and to do so we need to get to 1,000 subscribers before YouTube are willing to give me any money back whatsoever. So a long way to go, but any single person clicking that button really does help, and hopefully we can make the most of it. So what have we got here? Eliminate all seed carriers and kill 8 enemies with melee weapons. So chaos detected. So normal on there. Poctus, Apostate Preacher and Plague Marines. Yep, that sounds about right. We're absolutely going to be trying to take out all the enemies with melee weapons. It is a shame that these tell you in advance that it's tier 1. It would be quite interesting otherwise. I wonder what Psychic Attunement would do. So, is there something else we can even pick up? There is. So Psychic Attunement gives us -2 corruption. So I don't know if that would reduce the warp or anything. I mean, we could always just wait 1 day. Nah, we're not here to wait. We're here to fight. So we are going to go for this. We're going to start the mission. We're absolutely going to go kill 8 enemies with melee weapons. And now we need to pick up another melee. A melee knight. So who do we want to go for? So we've already got Ulrich, Darrig and Genhain. These are injured, so In terms of HP, they're probably not that different to down here. We haven't used Voldred very much, and we've just given him a new weapon.
Storm.
So maybe it is Voldred Storm we go for. We've got our Apothecary here. So I think we want to give him a little bit of a loadout switch. So War Gear slot. It could just be another grenade, to be honest. I think grenades are more what we want in this situation. We have got extra willpower, but that doesn't really matter too much to me. So for now, we'll go back to the Teleportarium. Again, this looks like a good squad. We've only lost a couple of health here and here. So I think we can do this. We've got more of a melee focus here. So obviously Darig... Actually, do we even take Darig? If we're doing melee, why not try something different? Kadon Rugen had something useful, and in fact he's the one that doesn't mind critical injuries, so let's just bring him in. We will swap his Stormbolter out. What about a silencer for him? Darig's precision or test of faith, so crit damage or crit. We'll just go for crit damage. Yeah, there we go. Oh no, can't do that because he needs a... Okay, so these are two-handed, right. That's why. Is Incinerator two-handed? I mean, they weren't good, is the problem. Let's go back. Let's just go for a bolter. We like our bolters. So we've got Soul Flare, which activates stun. So Cybolt to add stun, Cybolt to add damage. Honestly, I kind of just like having the option to stun. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go with Kadon Rugen, and then in terms of melee weapon, 4 swords is what we've got so far. We have got better options. We've got additional crit or crit damage. I think we're just going to go with additional crit here. It doesn't feel like we need to do anything of these. We've already got the additional falchions somewhere else. So there we go. We're in on the melee plan here. We're going to bash some people around. And let's see if we can do it. We've obviously got our teleport and our extra action points. This time, unlike last time, we're going to try and be a little bit more cautious early on and not just teleport in and just make terrible, terrible mistakes. That would be the dream. But knowing that we can use the teleport to get the refresh on the victory points, action points, is a really, really key ability for us to use. So definitely want to be making the most of that and trying to find a way of keeping that resource train going, you know, not wasting anything, not missing out on opportunities to move units up further, get into position just because we got a little bit too greedy. So maybe I need to be a bit more cautious. That last one I definitely did, but we came out of it fairly solidly, so I'm quite happy with that. One thing I would like is the ability to just heal our guys from injuries a bit quicker. That would be nice, like a med bay or something like that, because we've been at reduced health constantly. I can't remember the last time we went into an actual battle without reduced health on someone, and it would be nice seeing as we're trying to get our top tier units out to try and keep them, you know, growing in terms of level and advancement and abilities, but not being reduced on health.
Archival data of these coordinates is indecipherable. However, the report from the Augurium is clear. The blue seeds are below. Our mission is clear.
Okay, so there are seeds to pick up. That's always good to know, seeing as that's literally the mission. People straight up there. Ooh, this is quite a long route. So is there a route we can go down that way, or do we have to just go up? It does look like maybe. So kill all the enemies with melee weapons. So one all the way over there. It's probably just easier to get to the one up here first, probably? I mean, yeah, we're in range of it pretty much. Like, not in range, but we're in position to start moving that way. So this is for 2. So let's just move 2 first. Hope this doesn't trigger anything immediately. Of course it does. Of course it does. Okay, so are there bigger... Is there more? What's going on here? Why are we looking at... Oh, is there more stuff coming from behind? Oh Oh dear. Are there actually more things coming? I can't tell if that was just a weird bug or not. Okay, maybe not. So what would this do? I'm going to left click to see if it... Okay, so that won't do enough. What if we were to do this? So we could kill 2 of them here immediately. Is there any other bigger ones here? So we're going to immediately just kill these. I think that's actually the right choice. Confirm that. And this only uses 2 action points, so we still have another action left as well, which is great. Boop. That went well. Okay, so these don't actually kill anything outright, but what we might be able to do is come up here, try and get a line of sight to shoot something. So there's nothing here showing we've got line of sight, but we might be able to. I'm not entirely sure. Do we have anything here? What if we grenade? Can we get... So maybe this is just a use additional action points early on, but
my blade is ever ready.
Let's try moving here first, seeing if we can get a shooting angle from this side. There you go. This looked like it had a better shooting angle. So if we go for Genhain, it's not the best shot. We might as well sidewalk at this point. We want to get damage in as quick as possible and see if we can get our big guy to be able to actually deal with this. Can he now? Okay, no, 4 strikes still doesn't kill it. So what about our last friend?
Standing ready.
Any line of sight angles here? There we go. But that costs 3. What about here? Can we grenade this? No.
Yes, come on.
You could grenade though, couldn't you? I remember. So if we use this grenade, we get to kill something straight away in melee. Is that worth it? Honestly, I think we might just be shooting... You know what? I think we're actually just going to be running up here and just
As you come
pushing, giving extra action points to this and just doing this immediately. So, extra action points here. We will bring up our last knight.
Yes, Commander.
Go there.
Advancing.
Unfortunately, we're just slightly short of doing everything we need to. And then, what can we do here? So, we can basically kill one of these. So we probably just want to kill this. Unless, yeah, 4 strike doesn't do enough to do it. And we've got 3 actions left. So we're just... Ooh. Okay, stunning them could be great. So we'll stun first. Which means that then it's probably worth going for a shot here. I think afflict bleed. Sure, if we leave them bleeding, then maybe that's enough to actually kill them next turn. I don't know when bleed happens is the problem. So I guess we just confirm this and hope the bleed happens end of turn. If it's end of turn, then we're in a great
You
spot.
have been judged.
Oh, okay, they just got killed by a reprisal. That's also an option. So there's going to be bad things up here. And they're moving in that direction, so we just want our furthest back unit first. And just move all the way up. Yeah, I really did, like, mess up every single game with these additional activations that we can be getting. So I don't think this should trigger anything either. But maybe our front guy doing it will.
Come on.
So we'll just move our way up here first.
I am with
This might cut it close, but I think we're okay. Okay, there we go. And then let's try moving. Let's try moving here. This could give us a pillar knock immediately, which would be perfect.
the unfaithful.
Or we could even just
here.
grenade
Ready
something into hitting the
yourselves.
pillar if they come in too close. Yep, they get all their buffs. We need to do the seed extraction. Can't forget that with our apothecary. So this isn't going to hit much. Basically hit one unit each time. So we might as well do this for one.
Yes, sir.
That'll be our first one done. I think these count as kills in melee.
Steady and surely we hunt.
Okay, yeah, they're still moving over there. We can catch them up briefly.
Don't unfurl.
Yes, because it now, well, it says now to kill 6 enemies with melee weapons, so
I'm
maybe
here
not
to
actually.
serve.
So what's the range on the extractor servo skull? Okay, so maybe just moving 1 AP's worth forward could do the job. Extractor servo skull. Perfect. We can get that seed immediately, which is really good for us. We want to make sure we get all these resources as soon as possible. And now, can we just kill enemies in melee?
From this rot. I am here to serve.
So, what can we do? I'm almost tempted just to grenade these first, because I think a melee attack will kill them off after a grenade. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Just grenade them in our direction, and then just try and finish them off with melee attacks. No, that's not supposed to kill it.
I am the Emperor's fury.
Oh, that's not good. That's not
My
good at all.
blade is yours.
We need to kill 6 enemies with melee attacks. I'm not even sure there's 6 enemies left. Oh, we can't get to that, so... Okay, so he doesn't necessarily do much. What does this guy do? He's not moved very far.
Your command.
What about you? Can you get there? Nobody can even get where we need them to be. So you can just come up here and defend. I mean, we could have maybe teleported up actually. So we can just do this strike here. And then the other guy can come up and finish him off.
Your
This
orders.
guy. Okay, so this just puts it down to 5 melee attacks needed. In fact, I swear, I suppose maybe the attack back doesn't count. Yeah, let's just go up here, let this guy do whatever he's going to do, and we'll just run and punch him next turn. Do your thing. That hurt. We will heal up. That's a disabled melee. That's so sad. Okay, we need to get our way over there. So,
Here.
first things first, this guy can just run in and obliterate here. And we're fine with him being a bit further back.
Enemies destroyed. What is your will?
Your first movement can just be to here.
Praise
You
the
can just servo skull this guy. So go for that. Okay.
gratitude. Yes, Commander.
Is there a good gate to infinity target somewhere? What if we move
Taking
everyone up
position.
here? Or move this guy up here, sorry, so we can actually see.
I sense something near.
There we go. Right, so maybe then
Here.
we're not far off of wanting to trigger that. So we'll hide behind. In fact, no, we can move up here. I think. There'll be the other side of this. Maybe it's line of sight thing, or maybe it's just pure distance.
I am
You
here
just
to
want to move
serve.
up as far as possible first.
Yes.
Okay. And then Tanky McTankface comes all the way up here. And we move towards our next enemy unit. The bloom's still coming. Okay, but they're just over there, so if you just start up here. Is that just a pillar? I don't even know what that is. If we start by moving you just here,
It will be done. At your service. Your orders?
you can move to here.
Onward, brothers. Here. Your orders?
So if this guy moves to here, this should
Taking
trigger it,
position.
and then we can send our big guy in at the front,
Your command.
and this should now trigger the event.
At once.
Whee! There we go.
Lapdogs of the
Right,
false
so
emperor.
only 4 more melee attacks to kill things. This time they are Plague Marines, so these are going to be a bit more tough to kill. Hazard spray. Sure. We will choose not to go near
Permission
that.
to engage, Commander.
Honestly, I feel like teleporting here could just be super good. And just avoiding all of this nonsense. Because this is 2 action points, and we could just gate to infinity to literally here. Avoid all the plague stuff. Avoid most of the plague stuff? Sure, let's just do this. Really? Did they all just jump into the plague? I swear that wasn't all in the plague. So we're just gonna bash these guys a bunch. I think we just do regular attacks here. You can do a regular attack as well. Just kill this guy. Reload.
So to the unworthy.
Slightly annoyed about that, but let's just keep punching things. Keep punching things.
I am here to serve.
What's going on here? What? Plagued. Yeah, but why can't I? Why can I not move to here? Okay, well, let's just knock him to me then. If I can't come to you, you're going to have to come to me. Grenade! That's it. I'm just like, you know what? I can't be dealing with this. You better come in my direction so I can deal with you. Yeah, this works. Okay.
As you command.
We did get Blade still, but this is fine.
Threat eliminated.
Cleared out the unit, and we can carry on just working our way to these guys. So we are going to basically re-trigger nearly immediately. Yeah, pretty much. There you go.
Rally, fools.
Wow, there's a lot of
They
those.
shall be tested.
But we can extract remotely. And that's exactly what we're going to do as soon as we can. Is this the big buff of swollen flesh?
Foe sighted.
So,
Standing ready.
Apothecary, extract a servo skull on this guy. Which is mission complete, I believe.
Well done, my brothers. However, the Plague God's minions converge on your location.
Yes, so where are they
Hold
coming?
your ground until Dominus teleports you from the surface.
Right, that's not good. And we've used 2 grenades already, so or maybe even 3. Are they all just coming right next to us?
Another foul seed plague.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so
Your orders. Storm.
we've got a grenade left. And we need to kill 2 enemies with melee weapons. So I think... do we just run in with this guy and try and deal with all of this? I don't know if the grenade's going to do much here. So what if we teleport... can't even teleport anywhere good. So that's 3 AP. Is there anything that's 2? Okay, so I think we're just going to have to try and teleport. Basically, go for a slightly more slow end approach. We can try and grenade. We can try and grenade these things into the pit, basically. So if we bring this up to here and punch, we just do a regular punch, so that'll do the job.
Foe destroyed, Commander.
We could do something like this, which might knock multiple into the pit, which I think is a good idea. If we can knock them off the map. There you go. Well, at least this pushes him in range, which is my other option.
See them fall, brothers!
So this gets us our next melee kill, which is exactly what we need to complete that mission. It's the fact that there's enemies coming from just over here.
Fury.
It's just so close to where we are. We're going to have to hope they go for this. Where's... here goes Ulrich von Liechtenstein. So this is 2. We are going to want to force strike this. Just this needs to die. And we need to do as much as we can over here. Additional damage is good. We'll take damage here. We're not going to do anything else quite yet because we might want to just save things. So we'll go for this. We've completed the tertiary or the secondary, sorry.
Unleash me.
So maybe just... can we just shoot that dead now? No, so... let's move one spot first. See if we can shoot this. We can, so that can just die. Because we don't need to do any more fancy stuff here. We can... so I don't think we need to Cybot here, but because it will just take us an extra turn to deal damage. But we will just do some range damage here. Just take off a bit of armor, I guess. And then Mr. von Liechtenstein here is going to warp charge, because it's not going to trigger this turn. Get super tanky and rely on additional damage for next turn. Okay, yeah, because we know we're going to take a bunch of hits here. And we're just trying to run downwards, basically. Disable melee, are you joking? Come on. Yes, alright, inconvenience us. Yeah, I know there's a lot of... don't hurt me. It's the fact the other reinforcements can turn up in a second. Oh, he's just spawning more, of course he is. I hate these escape parts of the missions. Yeah. So, luckily with one more turn of those, they're probably going to get near that explosion. And we can just deal with that in that respect. Here, however, we don't know... oh, no.
At your service.
Is that really 2? Can you shoot one? Oh, we've got a grenade still. So if this is 1 AP... in fact... okay, we've got options here. So what if he comes here and just tries to nail 3 of them? So if we're doing that, we need to get 1 hit first. Yeah, we need to do this first. Oh, that's a thing that can happen. So we can get a couple of these down if we need to. I mean, sure, I guess we just go with that. Or in fact,
Praise the Emperor.
let's shoot one down.
Denounce!
See what else we can just work without having to do much. So this can just kill one. You can kill another one here. Yeah.
As you command.
So do that.
We are the hammer.
And so this is going to be the difficult one. So this will kill that if we do that. So let's go with that. Because it only kills him and not us, which is great. We can bring our apothecary over to heal.
To the unworthy, my blade is yours.
So just stay fairly far away. I don't know if I like that. I think I may. The apothecary may just want to just run down this way and stay safe. And then we can just send 2 things in this direction to murderize it. 4 strike doesn't change anything here because we're going to hit a bloom regardless. So we might as well, I guess. The guy from the film 9. This does not do as much damage as I thought it might. I thought this would be an easy kill. Maybe we just keep attacking. Oh, is it because we're just knocking him back? He's got 2 health. We've got 1 action left. Perfect. Just what we wanted. I don't know why he's not taking any more damage, but maybe knocking him into my ally would hurt more. Anyone with more actions? No. We're just going to have to just... Oh no, that's not good. Maybe we lose someone. That's not good. Oh, is that actually on us? Okay, no, they're just plaguey people. Okay, maybe we're okay. Oh, they've still got more activations. Okay. I didn't realise they were still going. I thought they'd stopped. Ow. Yes, alright, little poxy people. Oh, okay, he did get smacked on the way out. That's perfect. Our enemies gain mutations. Oh dear. Well, at least we've got an explosion over there.
Yes, command.
So at least we can just strike things down and run away. Strike things down from a distance and run away. Move an extra tile.
Foe destroyed, Commander.
What happens if we shoot that? Is that... We're out of range anyway, so... Let's just run down this way. Apothecary can come in and just heal here first. There we go. Use our
My wrath is restored, brother.
servo skull. Nope, that's an extractor. We don't have the medical one left.
Your command.
Okay, so in that case, you're just going to hide even further back, maybe back here. We've still got a grenade. Are we in range of using it anywhere? I mean, guess we might as well do that. Puts it further away.
For the
And we only need to
Emperor.
survive this turn anyway, so more distance the better. Perfect. All that did was push him back slightly and destroy some armour, but that's literally what we were going for, so... And hide back here.
As ordered.
And anyone left with activations can just either... Oh, we don't even have Overwatch, so... Might as well just shield ourselves. And shield ourselves. You can warp charge because you're the big tank.
Barely a scratch. As your
And
service.
nothing else really to do, so I guess we just end our turn here, I think. There we go. All we need to do is live this turn. I think we can do that. Maybe we shouldn't have bunched up because we know we've got a plaguey guy, but I don't think that's going to be enough to take us out. Yeah, take a shot here and there, maybe. Look at how much armour that is. It's so good. It's completely ridiculous how much armour is. Okay, glad we used this on everyone. And we're leaving. Thank you, Lunette. Dominus Lunette Osmerantis. Saviour of the Grey Knights that are kind of stuck in a bit of a bind at the moment because we've gone and done science. Grey Knight science doesn't sound right. Sounds weird. But this extractor servo skull is really cool. It's just giving us a huge amount of additional seed income, which means that then if we get the upgrades in our ship to increase research speed, we can actually keep up to it in seed generation as well. So I don't want to be in a situation where our research is going so quick that we can't keep up in terms of seed generation. So this one might even be like 3 seeds. It could be 2 or 3 basically. I think we get 1 for completing the mission, and then we get potentially 2 for extracting them as well. So that's a really, really nice amount of things coming our way. And let's just hope we get some good loot. I know it said it was rank 1 stuff. I don't know if that's just guaranteed and it's just set before we even start the mission, but it would be great if it was a random chance of increasing that. If that was like the minimum tier, then anything that was an upgrade from that was better. But like on a rarity chance, I would be much, much happier with that situation because I just want loot. Okay, what are we going for? I mean, if not, we're just going to keep the requisition and keep upgrading absolutely all of our options because I don't feel like we're underpowered at the moment, and I'm guessing there's some ridiculous loot to come in the future. I mean, those weapons are looking cool as well. There we go, so got 4, so up to 8. Yeah, so these are just rank 1 things. Nothing particularly special. So we're probably just going to ignore most of this. An interceptor. I've heard there are some good interceptors, to be fair. The blast deals 1 extra damage for psychic onslaught. I mean, that's not too bad. Immaculate Deed. We've got 4 strike. It gains additional crit upgrades. That could be interesting because I've heard there's some like crit synergy builds later on you can do. What is this? Resistance to afflictions. Target enemy at range 10, deal 2 damage and armor pierce. I mean, that's quite cool, but again, I just wanted to ramp. I'm going to save all this requisition for the future. Any promotions? Yes, Ulrich and Voldred Storm. Okay, there's some good promotions. Let's go with Ulrich first. So we are working our way over here to provoke, which increases area, but we're just not really using it at the moment. So what does this do? Target a knight at any range to transfer all of our armor to it, which is really good. Gain additional armor, and then we can just move into other directions for potentially more damage, more range weapons, more leadership. Ooh. Choose a knight at any range for additional AP. That's really good. Honestly, out of all of these, that's where I'm inclined to go at the moment. So, war gear slots for passive equipment, additional AP, activate to give a target 2 AP and 1 willpower. I want to get over here. Yeah, we're going this direction. So first of all we get maximum health, and then we just get additional AP. Absolutely where we're going first. Again, this isn't that relevant. This is useful, but we don't need it yet. And this is medium to good. I like this. Absolutely like this. There you go. Ulrich is now tier 5. Voldred can get promoted. Now, where did we go previously? So we've got teleport. You can choose to swap this knight's current position with another knight in range of this ability. Okay, so it's like a savior thing. Additional range on the teleport's nice. So I've heard again there are some fun things you can do with these. So that's war gear slots, crit damage, deals some damage. Ooh, any number of targets in a valid destination within 10. Teleport and deal 4 damage to all units. So these are just additional armors. We don't want that. We want damage on these. Just none of these. What does this do? Additional willpower. Hammer hand gets additional crit. Additional crit. This is crit, 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 crit. When a knight crits a target with a melee attack with 50% to gain an AP. Well, that sounds absolutely silly. So that's exactly where we're going. We're going all the way down that crit route. There we go. So they're injured for a little while, but reasonable progress. How long until our next little staff meeting? 36 days. Okay, so there's obviously no route that we make this. I think that is all we're going to do for the moment. So for now, we're going to stop it here. We're really gathering up our resources. We're getting hugely ready for our next Inquisitor meeting. Oh, sorry, next Grandmaster meeting. We're going to be able to upgrade all 5 tiers at once. So in theory, that should give us something along the lines of access. So this is high, medium, and never. Whereas that actually gives us the option of probably getting a high chance of tier 2 on ranged and armor, and a slightly sort of medium chance of tier 2 on melee as well. So really, really keen to get into this. We're going to be doing all of these for every time, and then hopefully this as well. That's the one I'm sort of least worried about. So again, really good fun, more upgrades, more progress, more happy fun times in the world of 40k. If you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe, join us on Patreon. Anything you can do to support the channel is really appreciated. But most importantly, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.